Welcome, Virgo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your meditation message. This is intended to support you whenever you find it. It is for all placements of Virgo or anyone else that resonates to the sign of Virgo. Before I do that, I want to thank all of you for liking and subscribing and supporting me in all the ways that you do. The sure path to me being able to continue doing something I love. So let's get started, Virgo, with your overall energy for this message. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords indicates to me that you are confronting the ways in which you have allowed the words of others, the deeds of others, but particularly the criticism or dismissal of others to stop you from doing something that you thought you wanted to do. This is a card about self-sabotage. When you doubt your own ideas, when rather than listening as you present something, or rather than encountering those supporters who are not happy when you are successful, you are now understanding and considering the source of the information that you get, the source of the words, the source of the criticism or negative feedback, understanding better that that feedback, that negative energy is a reflection of those that deliver it, rather than internalizing it and causing yourself to doubt your efforts or your successes or your happiness. You are recognizing that instead you are filtering the information, the words, the feedback from others who are dismissal of your efforts, who are not celebrating with you, to understand that those negative ideas can only feed on you if you're unclear, if you lack the faith in your ideas, in your efforts. This is very much a card about understanding that lies that we receive, deception we receive, is a result of our self-deceptions, our illusions, our inability to detach ourselves from our feelings around the things that others say because of our sense of insecurity. So this is a complex opportunity for you to pick your battles, select that information that you let in and consider, and not to internalize the intent or the disregard. In your present, we have the High Priestess. This is a beautiful counterpart to the overall energy, because the High Priestess indicates a sense of wisdom that you contain, that needs no words, that needs not to be expressed or shared. It can be, but really this is about your own wisdom based on your self-knowledge. This self-knowledge comes from the variety of experiences you've had in this life. This can even be an accumulation of the wisdom you've gained over lifetimes. This can be ancestral protection and guidance. This can be cultural information that helps you to reflect on the experiences and the lessons and wisdom you've gained. So this is you knowing what's best for you. No need to express it, to articulate it, but rather to know it and to hold that wisdom to you in this present moment. The past is the Three of Swords. So this sees you contemplating a heartbreak. This is you reviewing a disappointment, a major disappointment, one in which you actually believe that there was some great potential that you were never able to realize. At this moment, you are understanding the way in which you participated in this failed relationship, this failed opportunity, and you're owning that. You're recognizing that the sense of victimhood, disappointment, grief or even regret, is not allowing you, has been stopping you in the past from gaining the gifts of this connection. Whatever you learn from this heartache is key to your ability to move forward with this lesson learned in relationships, in all relationships, including those with significant others and with your most cherished goals. You've learned the lesson, you understand your role and the ways in which you can separate yourself from those situations or relationships that don't serve you, as being essential to your ability to gain the wisdom, to live the wisdom of your lessons. In the future, we have the Knight of Cups, and I'm sensing, Virgo, that you are gathering the rationale, the confidence, the understanding, the desire to apply your understanding as you move forward. So I see you offering a communication, making an offer, a gift, reaching out to someone to have a conversation about an experience that you've shared, some way in which you have now are opening up your heart, understanding that nothing less will be acceptable as a way to begin a conversation, to begin something afresh, to explore the possibilities in a new relationship moving forward. This is you really giving in and opening up to your own creative imagination, where you customarily rely on your intellect, your rationale, your logic, your formidable objectivity, your ability to break things down into parts. You're resisting that at this point and understanding that it in fact is your ability to display your vulnerability, expose your vulnerability as you offer to explore possibilities in a new relationship. I'm going to clarify the High Priestess with the Moon card and the High Priestess. I always like it when this happens. So yes, what you are somehow, through a real understanding of this major disappointment that you've experienced, quite possibly over and over again. Either you have approached the building of a relationship and failed at it repeatedly, or this also can indicate separate relationships that have failed. This is really the knowledge that you are now in the presence of is helping you to understand the familial dynamic of your patterns in relationships, the ways in which you may have experienced rejection or a lack of attention, a lack of having your needs addressed, a lack of being able to receive attention as a child for your value, for your benefit. This is you perhaps growing up expecting you to take care of others, expecting you to be the provider. In those relationships, you may carry this idea that your role is to provide a certain kind of support for others without perhaps really being familiar or comfortable with the ways in which you are due to be loved. You are making space to receive love. And this has been a very scary proposition for you. You have been afraid of your own feelings because they run so deep. And you are so unfamiliar with a balanced relationship. This is telling me that you often take the role of the aggressor, the provider, and are uncomfortable receiving that same attention or being in a relationship where that attention and support is mutual. You're now showing me that you are prepared to take this all on in a conversation, to explore this perhaps in all of your relationships, in all of your heartfelt projects. There's a lot of creative information, supportive information coming to you at this time, perhaps through relatives, perhaps through your dreams or your imagination. I'm going to pull an oracle card from the Wild Elemental deck for you, Virgo. And I've pulled the Heron. And if you give me a minute, I'll look up the Heron and read to you what this says. The Heron says, is all about independence and all of its trappings. When Heron arrives with messages, she's letting you know that you got this. In order for you to soar to the heights that you were born to take care, take care that you also stay grounded. Only then will you be able to reach your potential. Find your boundaries. Do not let others take advantage of you. When you start to waffle with others, take it as an opportunity to look deep into what you are unwilling to keep healthy boundaries. What about you is unwilling to keep healthy boundaries? Heron brings lessons that can be challenging, but on the other side is a freedom and peace that is priceless. Thank you for this beautiful reading, Virgo. I'm going to leave it right here. If you've resonated with this reading, please like and subscribe. And until next time, namaste.